It's Clay Trader. This will be a video chart on ticker symbol NAK. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I did this analysis yesterday, so that's where these red and green lines are coming from. And there is a little bit of perspective that goes into this chart. I mean, hey, Clay, what do you think about the chart? Well, I mean, it depends. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a day trader and you bought right there, or you bought right there and you're hoping to sell within 12 seconds, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking kind of rough. But if you care about the big picture of things, the overall grand perspective, then the bulls are still in total control. The bulls have still plenty of opportunity to build a higher base, and that's how those long-term uptrends are not only built but maintained, is putting in higher lows. And like I said, the bulls still have plenty of opportunity to do that, and I'll touch on that here in just a second. But the first update that needs to be made is based on just a foundational principle in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. So for those of you that did watch yesterday's video, hopefully you remember me talking about 315 as support. And it was indeed broken this morning. And, just a classic example of a support turning into a resistance. You can see several times early this morning, bulls try to get back up above that area, but just couldn't quite do it. So 315 is going to be that shorter term area of resistance. By no means am I saying that the price, it's impossible to break through 315. I'm just saying that, the short term story here of the price is there are some sellers sitting there at 315. So before you start talking about, 340 or these other levels that I talked about yesterday, the first bridge that needs to be crossed, $3.15. Now, in regard to the big picture of things and, talking about the bulls still having plenty of opportunity to build a higher base, that comes in two forms. The first form is this green line right here, which was the support I talked about yesterday at 295. Price did technically break below it, but as you can see, that didn't last very long, and the price quickly snapped back up above it. And then in the second, form of, the price being able to put in that higher low revolves around the purple line there, which I talked about yesterday, the 50-period simple moving average. And just to reiterate the point I made yesterday, from the big picture of things, as long as the price is above that purple line, bulls are in full control, full health. Now, even if the price were to drop below that purple line, sure, the chart would lose some of its attractiveness, but by no means would the stretch be, or would the price be totally ruined or anything like that. So yeah, ideally speaking, you want to see it hold up above that purple line. But from big picture perspective, yeah, sure, today there was a pullback, but bulls can still put in a higher base, or excuse me, higher low, which would lead to a higher base, and that's how those uptrends are all built. So we'll see how the bulls close out. A couple of days left this week. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey, Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point. And like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.